Film man.
Good morning, LCC. I'm Elspeth Neville.
I'm Michael Senko, and this is the T-Bird News for Tuesday, January 29th. Service is a big part of the curriculum here at LCC, and some participate in Big Brothers and Big Sisters. Let's go to interview with Kitty Kill, the leader of Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Cool.
What is Big Brothers Big Sisters and what is their mission?
Big Brothers Big Sisters in Allen County is a mentoring program where we match children dealing with the ages to 5 to about 14 up with either high school bigs or adults that are 19 and older in a community-based program or a school-based program.
Okay. Why did you want this job working for Big Brothers Big Sisters?
It's kind of hard to say. My degree is in criminal justice. So I was working at the jail for about 5 years and kind of wanted to change. Before the jail, I worked with juveniles at juvenile court, and I really wanted to do something more in the community and work more with kids. So I decided to apply for the position here.
Okay. And what exactly does your job here entail?
We actually, having such a small staff, I do a lot of different things. My title is community-based specialist. So that entails volunteering the interviewing the volunteers. Once I have them, interviewed, doing all the paperwork for that, background checks, reference calls, paperwork. Also making the matches. I take the volunteer that we have and I match them with a child. So that means I also interview the child and their family. After I match them, I do case management, match support, where I make sure that the matches are ongoing and keeping up and making sure everything is okay. I also help out with the school-based program where I help supervise bigs in the high school, working with children in elementary school and middle schools. So I kind of got a whole bunch of different roles here at Big Brothers Big Sisters.
And how can people become involved in Big Brothers Big Sisters?
If you are in high school, once you're a freshman in high school, you can become involved in Big Brothers Big Sisters, but you can only be part of the school base. And once you turn 19, you can become part of the school or community-based program. And kind of just how we go about doing that is you fill out an application, get that to one of us or send it in, and then that's when we do the process of the interviewing, background checks, reference calls, and so forth.
Okay. And why do you think that Big Brothers Big Sisters is beneficial for the community?
Oh, I think it's very beneficial for the community, just for the simple fact that we have so many kids out there from single parent homes or that's living with grandma and grandpa, and they just need some extra attention. They need someone to spend some time with. When you have single parents, the mother, say, may have 5 children in the family, and she's working or maybe going to school, and the kids are getting older and they need someone to do stuff with, or just have a man figure in their life. They may not have, the dad might need to be in the picture, someone to show them how to throw a football, change a tire, do stuff like that. So I think just really having the kids have someone that they can relate to, can count on, can trust, and that's someone that will be in their life for a long period of time. We want all our matches to last as long as possible. So just to kind of have that steady support, and that's why I think it's very beneficial for our community.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Elspeth.
Senior Financial Aid Night this year will be held January 31st. Parents can meet in the Great Hall at 7 o'clock. There will be a representative from Ohio Northern to help them fill out their financial aid forms. Students and their parents must already have their PIN numbers. See Mr. Segerson or Mrs. Midbush if you need help applying for your PIN number.
Let's go to a winter sports recap with John Getz.
Thanks, Elspeth. Here at LCC, our winter athletic season is well underway, with our teams doing fairly well. Let's start off with boys basketball. The boys hold a 7-8 record right now and have an upcoming game Friday versus Bluffton at Bluffton. So good luck to all those boys. Moving on to girls basketball, who hold a very strong 12-5 record right now, have their next game Thursday at home versus Bluffton. Our girls sure know how to stroke it. Moving on to swimming. Our swim team's doing fairly well this season. Their next meet is today, actually, versus Lima Senior. And I'll tell you what, our swim team, they aren't afraid to get wet. They just dive right in there. Next to wrestling. Our wrestling team just held their annual Thunderbird Invitational here Friday and Saturday. It consists of 32 teams, and our T-Birds placed 21st out of 32. So not a bad performance. We have a really good athlete on our wrestling team. Scott Caton placed 3rd overall out of the whole Invitational. So good luck to them on the rest of their season. And finally, our bowling team. Our bowling team, both the boys and girls, hold a record of 1-10 right now, and their next match is Saturday morning against Coldwater at Coldwater, hoping for all of them to bowl a perfect 10. Well, that's your sports recap on our winter sports, and let's send it back to Elspeth and Michael. Mr. Murphy, our head varsity wrestling coach, and I understand you guys have your Thunderbird Invitational coming up this Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, it starts 5:30 p.m. on Friday and 9:30 a.m. on Saturday. It's one of the premier wrestling tournaments in the state of Ohio. It's great action. We'd like to invite a lot of students to come out and watch and cheer on the Thunderbirds.
Now, how many teams are we talking in this invitation?
32 teams.
32 teams.
32 teams, and they're all Division III.
Division III.
So it's the premier Division III tournament in the state of Ohio.
I'm sure you guys have been preparing for about a month now, or a couple of weeks at least.
At least, actually, the preparation, some of the behind the scene things such as hiring officials and organizing borrowing mats and borrowing score clocks that we need. We've been doing that for probably since last spring.
Yeah.
Contracts for teams. The most immediate preparation has been about a month.
That's good. Now, can you just give us a little overview of how your season's been going and what your guys' record is?
I think our dual meet record is 2-6. We're not very competitive in dual meets because, frankly, we have too many voids. So if anybody would like to join the wrestling team, we're looking for good, hard-nosed athletes. Wrestling is a 14-person sport, and it's not like football or basketball where you just train one out. They have to be particularly sized. So there are 14 different weight classes, starting anywhere from 103 pounds and going all the way up to 285 pounds. So we need lots of different sizes of kids, and that's our biggest problem. We have some very good wrestlers. Scott Caton's excellent. Marcus White's doing very well this year. Cody Hahn, plus a bunch of other kids. We've been impacted too. Corey Hahn's injured. He's one of our better wrestlers. So it's been a struggle, but tournaments then, we've had some great individual success. Scott Caton's 24-1 on the year. Just placed third in the very prestigious Catholic Invitational Tournament. And his only loss being 3-1 to a very, very good from Cincinnati Moeller.
Oh, yeah. They got a good team always.
They're very good in everything.